Michel Barnier has said the draft Brexit withdrawal deal can be the start of an ambitious new partnership between the EU and the UK. The EU's chief spokesperson said the draft document was a fair and balanced agreement. He made his comments just a short while ago at a joint press conference with the President of the European Council, Donald Tusk.
What we have agreed at negotiators' level is fair and balanced, takes into account the UK's positions, organises the withdrawal in an orderly fashion and ensure no hard border on the island of Ireland, and lays the ground for an ambitious new partnership.
That was Michel Barnier speaking there, and in a minute we'll be having the view from Brussels, from Westminster and from our political editor Darren McCaffrey in Strasbourg. But first let's cross to Shona in Brussels. Good morning to you, Shona. We've heard there a little taste of what Michel Barnier had to say. Just give us a fuller picture of what Barnier and in fact Donald Tusk were saying.
Indeed. Well, we heard from President of the European Council, Donald Tusk, who confirmed that if nothing extraordinary happens between now and then, there would be a European Council meeting on the 25th of November at 9:30 a.m, convening the member states to give their imprimatur to this withdrawal agreement. It'll be a seminal moment in European history. It'll be the first time that a member state has left the European Union. Donald Tusk gets quite emotional when it comes to Brexit, and he said that while he was sad to see the UK leave the European Union, he'd do his best to make sure this farewell was as painless as possible. And that's what we heard from him. He also made the point that there's still a long road ahead, still a lot of negotiations. But to give you an idea of the timeline, he made the point that by Tuesday there should be an agreement on the political declaration. This is a non-binding declaration, or non-legally binding, I should say. And it'll give an outline of what both sides hope to see in the future relationship. That's another part of this next part of this Brexit saga, which will continue on after Brexit happens in March of next year. But as Michel Barnier said last night, and you mentioned it there, this withdrawal agreement with the UK-wide customs backstop will give something of an outline of what the future relationship will look like. Donald Tusk also paid tribute to the extraordinary hard work, the exceptional hard work put in by Michel Barnier, the lead negotiator for the EU 27 member states. Mr. Barnier said that everybody remained scrupulously within the mandate given to him by member states, and perhaps that's the reason why this has gone quite well for the European Union with regard to unity. I mean, there's no word of any dissent from any member states or anyone in the European Parliament regarding this deal. There seems to be a unified position that this is the best that could possibly be. I think they wait with bated breath as to see what will happen in the UK. Also, Donald Tusk made the point that this is a lose-lose situation, but this withdrawal agreement would do the utmost to damage, or to limit the damage that was going to be done by Brexit. All sides really are still of the opinion that Brexit is a bad thing in general for the UK, for the European Union, and they'll never move away from that idea. But I think that they're coming to terms with the fact that if everything goes ahead, if Theresa May maintains this level of support that she has within Cabinet and is able to get the arithmetic right in Westminster, then November 25th will be D-Day for the European Union and for the UK, and for that withdrawal agreement to be rubber stamped by member states, all 28 member states.